Welcome to microbiology class. In this class, I am going to tell you about culture and isolation of bacteria. There are a lot of bacteria present in and around us. Some are pathogenic, some are non-pathogenic. Okay, so we have to identify these organisms for further studies, for identification, for doing certain experiments. Like genetic experiments are there, then for preparation of antigens, for preparation of vaccines, okay, for preservation, for storage, okay, for antibiotic preparation, there are some enzyme preparation. For all these things, you have to first identify the organism and you have to grow them, and after growing, you have to preserve them. Okay, for further use, you have to preserve them. For all these purposes, we have to grow bacteria in the laboratory or in the industries. So various methods are available for cultivation of bacteria. In this cultivation of bacteria, one important step is isolation of bacteria, that is separation of bacteria. For example, there will be a growth of bacteria in a test tube, in a liquid culture medium, in a liquid medium. There will be a lot of bacteria will be present. Imagine there are a lot of bacteria or one or two bacteria present. We need only one type of bacteria from that. So for that, what we have to do is we have to separate that bacteria. For example, A name of one bacteria is A, the other one bacteria is B. So we have to separate them. How to separate them? It is very difficult to separate them by your hands or something like that. So they are very small, they are in a mixed culture they are growing. So this mixed culture, you have to separate them. A you have to separate and B you have to separate. A in a separate culture medium, B in a separate culture medium. Then only that culture is known as pure culture. Once you get this isolated pure culture, then only we can perform other test, other antigen preparation, vaccine preparation. All those applications of culture can be performed only after when you get a pure culture. So this pure culture, for getting a pure culture, there are different methods are available. One common method used in microbiology laboratory is streak culture. Streak culture, quadrant streak culture. Yeah, this is a common term you will come across whenever you are studying microbiology and whenever you are going to a microbiology laboratory. Culture media are a place or a medium which allows the growth of bacteria. Just like when you are growing a plant, a rose plant or something like that in your house, in your garden, you require a pot is required, in that soil is required, in that soil you will add fertilizers which will provide all the nutrients for the plant. Then you will water it, you will put the seed or you will put the stem in the pot and it will grow. So that is a big thing we are growing in our garden. Just like that, you can grow bacteria in the laboratory. So for growing that bacteria, first you should know what are the growth requirements of the bacteria. So based on the growth requirements of bacteria, you have to prepare a culture medium. Some bacteria may require some additional vitamins or growth factors may be required. Some will grow with the basic nutrients. A carbon source, a nitrogen source, water and salt is sufficient for many bacteria like Escherichia coli, Staphylococcus and all will grow in them. But there are some bacteria like Gonococcus, Streptococcus and all, you require additional growth factors. Then only they will be growing. So first you understand the growth requirements of bacteria. Based on that you can prepare a culture medium. Culture medium, there are different types of culture medium are available. Liquid culture medium are there, solid culture medium are available. Liquid culture medium, peptone water, nutrient broth, bile broth, glucose broth, normally broth or water, that type of term will be coming with the liquid culture medium. Solid culture medium, the liquid culture medium can be converted into a solid culture medium by adding some solidifying substances. The common solidifying substance used in microbiology laboratory for preparing culture medium is agar. Agar. It is available now available in the form of a powder. So if you add this agar powder and melt it, heat it and melt it, after cooling down, the medium will become solid. So agar is used as a solidifying substance. So that type of medium are known as solid culture medium. Liquid culture medium are normally prepared in test tubes or bottles, screw-capped bottles. Solid culture medium, the common glassware used for preparing solid culture medium are Petri dishes. Petri dishes. Even you can prepare solid culture medium in test tubes and bottles also. Okay, but common glassware used for making solid culture medium is a Petri dish. So in this Petri dish, you have to pour it and solidify it. Medium like blood agar, nutrient agar, McConkey's agar. Okay, like that, it will be ending with agar. So that type of medium are used for growing bacteria. Now this medium, you take a sample. Sample means which contains a microorganism, that bacteria, specific bacteria you are going to grow. So you take with the help of a wire loop, you take that thing, then put it in this. Then after inoculating, it is known as inoculation. The sample with the help of inoculation wire loop, you inoculate into a culture medium. After inoculation, you take this Petri dish and keep it inside an incubator. Incubator will provide the growth, the temperature for the bacteria. Normally it is under 37 degrees Celsius. It will be adjusted for 37 degrees Celsius for growing pathogenic bacteria. In clinical microbiology laboratory, the incubator temperature will be 37 degrees Celsius. So you keep it inside the incubator. Normally for 12 to 24 hours you keep it inside. After 24 hours, you take the Petri dish, you can see the growth of bacteria in the form of colonies. Okay, when you are putting that bacteria, you are separating that. So if one bacteria is separated, from one bacterium, one colony will be formed. If bacteria are inoculated in a closed manner, all colonies will be joined together and they will be growing. So you will not be able to see separate colonies. But if you are well separated, for that we have this method called quadrant streaking method. So if you are well separated by that method, you can see isolated colonies. After incubation. So one colony contains bacteria which are produced by one bacteria. Okay, one bacteria will multiply and it will form a colony. That colonies you can see with your eye. Okay, now you take this colony and put it in another fresh medium. Okay, another fresh medium, and similarly you incubate it. So that Petri dish will contain only one type of bacterium. That is called a pure culture, and this pure culture can be identified by biochemical test. There are various biochemical tests are available to identify the bacteria. Just like a salt identifying in a chemistry laboratory, we can identify a bacteria. There are a lot of biochemical tests are available for identification of bacteria. Some bacteria can be identified by their gram staining properties, like gram staining, then morphology, motility, then size, shape. All these things are used for identification of bacteria. So once you identify that bacteria, you can use that bacteria. That pure culture can be used for various purposes. Okay. So one method of making pure culture is quadrant streaking method. Then you can grow the bacteria under different. Suppose one culture medium contains two bacteria. A is there, B is there. You grow, one bacteria grows at 37 degrees Celsius, one bacteria grows at 20 degrees Celsius. So you keep after inoculation, you keep it at 37 degrees Celsius. So bacteria which grows at 37 degrees Celsius will grow, other bacteria will not grow. So you will get a pure culture. Okay, so that is growing at a different physiological conditions. That is one use. Anaerobic bacteria. If you keep it in an aerobic condition, only aerobic bacteria will grow. Anaerobic bacteria will not grow. So like that, by growing it in a different growth conditions, you can separate the bacteria. That is another method. Streak culture. Okay, then growing at a different temperature. Then there are temperature and other physiological conditions. Then next is by using selective medium. There are some special medium are there. So it will contain certain chemicals which will inhibit all other bacteria except this particular bacteria. Okay. For example, there is one medium called LJ medium, Lowenstein's Jensen's medium. It contains a malachite green. This malachite green will suppress the growth of all other bacteria except Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So only Mycobacterium will grow in that medium, other bacteria will not grow. Okay, so this is another method used for isolation or separation of bacteria using selective media. So like that, there are methods available. Another method to identify motile and non-motile, to separate motile and non-motile bacteria. There is a Krejci's tube method is there. So there are various methods available for separation or isolation of bacteria for making pure culture. But common method is quadrant streaking method. Okay, that will be explained in the following video. Please see that video and understand what is quadrant streaking method. Thank you.
The process of streaking a culture media plate to obtain isolated colonies from a specimen or mixed culture is an important skill in the microbiology laboratory. Personal protective equipment, 1 to 10 microliter metal or sterile plastic loops, an agar plate, a Sharps biohazard waste container, an incinerator if you're using a metal loop, and a permanent marker to label the plate. Use the marker to label the bottom of the agar plate to be streaked with the appropriate identifier, such as the culture number, isolate number, and date. Note, if you're using a metal loop, sterilize it in the incinerator for 5 to 10 seconds before streaking each quadrant. Allow the loop to cool before touching the colony. You can make sure the loop is cool by touching an uninoculated area of the agar. If you're using a plastic loop, get a new loop before streaking each quadrant and discard it into a Sharps biohazard container after streaking each quadrant. Remove the lid of the agar plate containing the mixed culture. Then, use a sterile loop to pick the colony you wish to isolate. It is important to not touch other areas of the plate to avoid contamination with the other colony types present. Place the cover back on the plate and pick up the agar plate to be inoculated. Place the initial inoculum in the first or primary quadrant by making a 1-inch streak down, then streaking back and forth across this inoculation. This will place a fair amount of organism in the first quadrant. Flame the loop if it is metal, or dispose of it properly if it is plastic. Next, turn the plate a quarter turn. With a sterile loop, streak the second quadrant by going through the edge of the primary quadrant approximately 4 times. Continue streaking without going back into the primary quadrant again. Turn the plate another quarter turn, repeating the process with a sterile loop, but only going into the second quadrant 2 or 3 times before completing the third quadrant streak. Turn the plate another quarter turn and streak the fourth quadrant as you did the third, but let the streaks get smaller and trail off. Put the plate back into the lid and incubate it according to your laboratory's testing protocol. After incubation, observe the plate for isolated colonies and proceed with the appropriate testing.